Hello, everybody. It's Thursday, January 20th. There's a few of you here. There's like 10 of you. Drama's there. Brent's there. Hello. Not much fishing going on right now. Hey, Oz. Hey, Mac. Hey, Henry. Kevin. 907. Who was that? Rez. John. Bruce. Join. Annette. Hello. Jim. Marvin. Hello. So we got Pomona here. We have Drama here. We have Ontario. What other cities do we have today? Uncle Greg, thank you. Starting us off. Burbank is here. Kevin's there. You guys are at Starbucks. Annette and Robert are at Starbucks listening in. Probably in two different devices so I can get an extra viewer. Thank you, Uncle Greg. John went Fish Lagoon in the gal. No luck. That's too bad. Al Sereno fan club's in the house. Annette. It's a mythical type giveaway. What we do is a super chat. So super chat is that little $ thing below where you make a comment. And today's super chat prize is this Shimano reel, brand new reel that we're doing. So it's a 4000 FB, brand new in the box, and that's today's prize. Well, thank you, Annette, for using two different devices. Abraham, I haven't heard anything on local lobsters. It's not like it used to be years ago where everybody was going and there was plenty of local lobsters. I don't know if the water's still too warm or what the deal is. Yeah, typical. The ticket is only $3 minimum. That's all. I don't know what that reel retails for. Let's look it up. 4000 FB. FX 4000 FB. 4000. Let me see if I can find it here. 1000. FB. Yeah. Looks like they're around $20. You guys don't have to get super chats. It's just something during COVID that people had asked me to do to add. So that's why we do it. Nobody's forced to do it. So you don't have to do it. If you like to participate, you can. So Oz went fishing yesterday, half day, Marina Del Rey, New Del Mar. Lots of sculpin. That's good. Hey, Monica and Daniel. Nathan. So anybody else been fishing other than Oz? Hey, Robert, how you doing? And I'm still sick, if you guys can't tell. Hopefully this thing will end tomorrow. Monica went fishing for trout, no luck. They no longer make the signature rods, the ugly stick rods. They haven't made them for a long time. So Shakespeare got bought and sold a bunch of times, and that's when it got discontinued. Hey, Dante, how you doing? I sound better, Robert? That's good. No, last week I sounded really bad. Tuesday I felt under the weather a little bit, but took April for a walk this morning. There is a new person. Suryo. Thank you. Beth wants to know what is the biggest conventional fishing reels they make. I would think it's probably a Penn 2-speed 70. I don't know if there's something bigger than that. Back in the old days, they used to make a 12-aught, which was monster. This one here is only like a 9-aught size. But a 12-aught was way bigger. That's when they didn't have, Spectre or anything. So that's what they used for the big black and blue marlins back in the day. This particular reel we used to use for rock fishing. Jeanette, what you said? Someone said a few weeks ago. Hey Jeff, how you doing? So what have people been catching? Yeah, this is what we used to use back when we used to fish. 500 feet, 600 feet, a big power handle. Just lay this on the rod on the rail, but don't use these anymore. But now you can go 600 feet. Oh, okay. So Jeff says they still make the 12-aught. $16-aught. I didn't know that. Penn. There's a Penn Senator 16-aught. You could Google those Penn reels that the guys listed there, like that Penn Senator 16-aught that Kevin's talking about, or Jeff's talking about the 12-aught. You could see that, and then the International, the 70s, the biggest one I own, but I don't know what other ones are out there. Wow, Monica, sorry about that. Yes, I used the electric reels twice. Once in Santa Barbara, and what was the other one? Santa Barbara, and one other trip we had, we were rock fishing, and I used them. Yeah, that'd be crazy. No, Beth, I don't have a Penn 70 here. It's in my fishing room. I don't have any here. I still have a cold. I still don't feel good. I won't last an hour today, but I'll try to give you guys like 30 minutes at least. Robert, did you go out on the Spitfire recently? Right, LT. That's how you can get stop, being in the group if you keep saying non-nice things. Yeah, Fish Killer. I don't know if they make an international 130. I know they make a 70, but I think Kevin said they do make a 130. No, on Tuesday we didn't do the raffle. Tuesday, we're doing the drawing today. We're doing a reel, so we just held it over till today. Aaron wants to know, hey Dan, why did they use such big reels back for rockfish? Yeah, mainly for line capacity and also because we were allowed to fish a lot deeper. I mean, there was days when you would use 5-pound sinkers and they would go 800 feet, maybe 1,000 feet. And if you had a small reel, so you can see how big that spool is there. And if you had a small reel like a jig master, you can see the difference in the spools. So every time you turn the handle, you got a lot more line on this reel than you did on this reel, just by the size of the spools. So it made a big difference. So use a big reel like this, and then the big power handle make it easy. And we use a lot of 6-toes. We use a lot of reels like this. It'll work out good. But for the deep water, this was the reel. Everybody had them. Everybody had the same outfit. Oh, Nathan says that they're catching some trout up in Big Bear. Oh, I used the electric reel on the Gale Force. Okay. No, I used it up in Santa Barbara when I went on a trip last April, I think it was. I went out there and I used it. But they're fun to use. The tuna didn't get that close to Catalina this year. There was like 1 week when they were at the Osborne right in the back. But I think that was like August. But they usually stay a little bit farther south. But there are months, Jeff and the other guys were fishing them all the way up at Santa Barbara Island. So they do move around. The Hunter. Yeah, I fish in all my videos if you look at them. I'm in them fishing in all of them. I may not be catching all the fish. Some episodes I catch a lot more fish than other episodes, but we try to let as many people that are on the boat come out on TV, so we move the camera around a lot. Yeah, John, I think it's definitely a full moon time. Predictions on bluefin? I will let Jeff make the predictions on bluefin. The bluefin are still around. He's going to go fish for them this weekend, I think he said. The rings on top of the reel. These rings you're talking about, Beth? Those are for harnesses. You would run a harness around your chest onto the reel. That's what those are for. Or you can also use them for trolling. So if you had the rod and reel hanging on a rail, you could lay the rod down flat under the rail and put clamps on it to the rail. So that's what we use those for. We get Jason his ticket. Jason Andrews. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go get tested tomorrow. I got tested last week and I didn't have it, but it hasn't gone away, so I'm going to go get tested again. Yeah, that was fun, Kevin, back in the 90s when we had albacore, big albacore in the channel between Catalina and mainland. Thank you, Ivan. And Ivan, did you get your gift card yet from Turner's? I was just trying to see if they went out yet or if I need to send an email to Turner's. Everybody should got their prizes by now from the Christmas raffle. Jeff is going for a bluefin tomorrow. I think you said, Jeff, you're heading down to Mexico to go get them. You're not going out to Cortez or Tanner. Yeah, I'm going to get some bluefin trips together for you guys so we can all go fish together. We're still talking to boats. We still don't have any. We only have maybe 8 trips booked right now. And we're still working on getting another 7 or 8 more trips, maybe 10 more trips. So a lot of boats don't want to talk to next week or the week after. They'd like to talk the first part of February. So I'm trying to see if I can get a few more trips lined up. We already do have the Sea Star lined up. We have our Emery trails lined up. We have all our Gale Force and Triton trips lined up. So there's a couple of other trips that we have lined up too. Monica, he got tickets last week that didn't get in, or what? Yeah, I think everybody misses the albacore. Hello, halibut man. Oh, so Jeff is running all the way down there. Okay, good. So, yeah, yeah, we're raffling off a reel. That's part of the super chat today. Hey, Tamara, how you doing? Hi, Wild Willie. Tim P got his reel. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to fish with them. I invited him a couple of times, Fisherman's Life, to go fish with me out of Emeryville. And twice he backed out. He couldn't go. So I don't know. I'd like to fish with them. Maybe I can get him to come fish with me down here on my boat. Well, I'm sure you know, the hunter, that you cannot sell any sport caught fish. That is not legal. And that message is deleted. Dante, I've never seen a UFO out at sea. No, I haven't fished on the Mission Bell. Doug wants to know, how many days last year did I go fishing? I didn't fish as much, I think, as the year before. Last year I only had 55 private charters, I think it was. And then we did 18 filming trips and then a few other trips for fun. So, and I probably had, I probably had more days, because like Alaska's 4 days of fishing, 2 trips to Mexico. Each one of those was 3 days of fishing. So, yeah, quite a few days. What else is on here? That would be a big reel, David. Ben International 30 wide. Oh my gosh. Couple of tickets to Myra. And Halibut Man. I was fishing on Monday. I think I told you guys about it on Tuesday. We had one kid and I'm sorry, 2 kids, 2 young kids, like an 8-year-old and maybe a 6-year-old, and the mother. And we did pretty good. We got the kids their very first fish. and we ended up with a nice like 4 or 5 pound sand bass. We got sheephead, we got sculpin, and they were able to take home 1 or 2 sand bass that were big enough, and a couple of sculpin. We did mythical. We did a raffle for Christmas of one of my Dan Hernandez ugly stick rods. So we haven't done that in a while. Yeah, if you guys are going fishing tomorrow, check the weather report because it's supposed to get really windy tonight. So I don't know what's going to happen from there. Okay. Yeah, Monica said that Daniel had 2 tickets coming. So I'm going to put both their names on 2 tickets. So this is Daniel and Monica. 2 tickets. And Robert got another one. Is Sheephead open right now or is Sheephead closed? Robert. Let me see. Yeah, well, Willie, the last albacore I caught was out of Emeryville, fishing it outside the Furlong Islands, about an hour outside past the Furlong Islands. Jason went on his first fishing trip last year. You need to go on more fishing trips, have more chances at catching fish. Is it the full moon with all the UFO questions? I have not ever personally seen a UFO. Day 1 fishing, thank you. Beth, if you want to see the large reels, I'll see. I think I have a 9.0 at the office. I don't know if I have the 70 there. I'll see if I can find one to show you. I don't have a 12.0. But Mac with the alien photos. That's funny. Doug Rubin, when you say, can you tell you what gear I like to use? What For what type of fishing are you asking about? Calico bass fishing, rock fishing, tuna fishing, trout fishing? Jason, you have to aim higher, more than 5 trips a year. That's like a week for me. Definitely 2 weeks for me. So this doesn't show the scale or anything, but Kevin just sent me this photo. That's what a 12-aught looks like. But it's a really big reel. That's what they used to use for blue marlin and tuna back in the day when they used to use sailboats to go fishing. Ivan says he wishes he has 5 fishing trips a week. When I have 5 fishing trips a week, it's normally because I have like 4 private charters that week and then one TV filming trip that week. So that's how I get stuck on the water for 5 days like that. It's not like I go just fishing for 5 days. Like we normally don't fish 5 days in a row, like when I'm traveling, but we do fish 4 days. Like in Alaska, we'll fish 4 days. Sometimes in Mexico, I'll fish for 3 or 4 days in a row. When I was fishing in the Middle East, when we did that TV series there, we fished a lot. We fished a week straight, a couple of times. Yeah, Kevin just sent me a picture of a 16, a 132 speed. But again, the picture doesn't really show you guys the how big it really is. Yep, I see them too, Kevin. Surf fishing is a good way to practice fishing, and it's fun too. I haven't done as much of it as I used to do, but I think I'm gonna try getting back into it, especially once things open up a little bit better. I could see myself going down to Rosarita, doing a lot more surf fishing. That's really fun there. Abraham, I did that the other day. I went out just to test the boat out because I hadn't used it like in 3 weeks. So I ran it and did that. Didn't do it for long. I only fished for like an hour, but I just took it out by myself. Tony says, what? I was in Half Moon Beach. Okay. That's good, DJ. Good place to catch white sea bass is the islands. Catalina, the Channel Islands. Those are usually the most productive spots. And they should be soon. I mean, the squid's already floating. All the squid boats are catching squid right now, so I'm sure there's white sea bass around. Yeah, both of those boats that Tim's telling you about, the Mirage and Endeavor, both really, really good boats. This is that Brew Crew. If you're going to go fishing this time of year, the only thing they're fishing for is bass, like calico bass, sand bass, and they're fishing for sculpin. That's basically it. Unless you go on a sand dab only trip. So you don't need really heavy outfits. A 25-pound outfit will be fine for that type of fishing. But that's, all rock fishing is closed right now. So you can't fish for those. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? Tyler, how many days do you spend on the water a year on party boats? And like how many days do you spend on a pier? Because I know you go on party boats quite a bit, so I'm just wondering, is it like more than 20 days? Yeah, that sounds good. The festival's next month, I think around the 20th in Orange County. You guys, please keep it friendly and please keep it about fishing. But we're going to probably end early because I need to get some rest. But let's pick a winner. Let's pick a winner for the reel. All righty. Yeah, I remember that, Kevin. I don't know if you were with us on those days when we were like in the gale force. We had limits of white sea bass at like 1 in the afternoon in Catalina, or when we were with Callie on his boat, or what was it? What was that little boat? We were at SBI that one day, and I tried to bounce a 50-pound white sea bass, which didn't work out too well. All right, well, that'll get you erased. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, tomorrow we got a ticket. Bruce, I missed your ticket. All right, let me give you a ticket. Bruce. All right, Bruce, there's your ticket. All right, here we go. And the winner of the reel is Annette Sanchez from Montebello. Who is having coffee right now with her husband at Starbucks in Montebello, watching us. All right, Annette. Send me an email with your mailing address, and I'll get that off to you. All right, thanks, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Good night. Be well. Go Rams. Hope they win on Sunday. Talk to you on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.